Greetings again. This is Trekkie, the martial sportist, and this is the final day of Con. Yes, done with the Fanime yesterday. Clint Cowpoke was on campus, but he went out of character and started talking like cat, and then so it was okay. But yes, and then we went to the other thing, and then Calcat as Clint Cowpoke / Calcat in Star Trek outfit walked out onto the stage, and he shouldn't have been there. That was funny. So yes, there was a stage, and he walked out onto it, and everyone was looking at it. It was hilarious. But yes, the models and everything. Hopefully, he's on somebody's website. But yes, yes, this is going to be the panel. Immediately, we're going to go up there and see the panel on our multi-part movies. Too much. Multi-part movies from one book. Too much. I guess Lord of the Rings. Because if they mean like the comic book ones, those weren't multi-part from one book. The Marvel movies are many books. Many books. And there was a writer's workshop, which is only for certain people. If I had a writer's workshop at Con, it would be for everybody. Yes. But yes, of course, everybody that's serious about writing. Everybody. Yes. Anyways, so yes, and I have updated the Distant Destinies blog. I took down all of the old stuff because it did not work, and I said, okay, the new stuff is coming, and this is a page on the new stuff. This is going to be updated finally after all these months, almost over a year. It looked like it was under a year, June of 2014. So it had not been updated for a year. But yes, it will be awesome. And going to the other thing, and also Mark's Cards wanted to see the Trekkie, and I have his costume under this, and you will see him later. But for now, Trekkie, the martial sportist, in his garish red outfit. There's two advertising his awesomeness. His ego is even bigger than the master he trained. It's amazing. Yes, if he had a Sinquin uniform, he would wear it. Because he's like that. And yes, he would go to the Fanime and like encourage people to whop him on the butt. Because he totally would do that. But yes. Not here though. No, he wants other people to whop him on the butt, you see. That is okay. He's consenting. I don't know what he's talking about. Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. Yes, and what's funny is there's like a Christian conference behind me on the other side of the convention. Yeah, I should be in church, but I'm not. Okay, I haven't gone to the panel just yet. I will go to the panel about the movies, long movies and such. But I just wanted to show you that Captain Kirk is in the building because he is. Yeah. I think it's St. Denny Crane from Boston Legal, but that wouldn't make sense. Because this is like Chris Pine Kirk, if you didn't know what that is. Why is everybody in this movie series so angsty? It's like they're all teenagers. It's some kind of imitation of Road Rules or something. Reality TV. It's like Spock and Uhura. What's the deal with that? Why would that happen? Besides, never saw Uhura with anybody except Scotty in Star Trek V, which didn't make sense either. Because clearly Uhura's not interested in either sex. Except the one time that he kissed Kirk. But she kissed Kirk because the aliens made her kiss Kirk. She obviously didn't want to. It was like, yes, she was probably all, yeah, I know what he's been. I don't want to touch that. No, Kirk's been around. So yes, he has been. He's done everything. He's probably bi, or try even. Because he'll do it with aliens that don't even look remotely human. So, I just got out of a panel on our multi-part movies, good or bad. Or multi-part movie adaptations of stories, good or bad. Mainly it was on Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, with a little bit of Twilight, and a little bit of Divergent. And yeah, it was interesting because originally the panel started out with 2 people. I was in it. I wasn't in the panel, but there were 2 people. And then 3 or 4 more came about halfway through, and then finally they had 6 people in there. And the panelists, one of the panel ladies showed up about 5 minutes into it, 10 minutes into it, and she was a lively one. So they were like going on about the guest speaker was the lively one. That's good. So yeah, that was cool panel, and yes, and they were talking about young adult fiction. As you know, Cal Catter. I've done some young adult fiction, the fictional adventures, for instance, which some of my characters ended up online randomly, and they're not me. I've renamed them, but I haven't been able to option that as that series as a actual publishable work because it is so close to the actual Pine Hill stuff location. It's sort of on location that even under the semester's premise, it's more like evergreen. People would know from looking at it that it is that, and like the original Silly Trek and Star Trek meets on location, Curses to Chimera, and Mary Sue as well. They would know that I was doing that, and they would read that and go like, okay, you can't use me in there. That's clearly my character or whatnot. So yeah, that's why that has not been optioned. Story. So yeah, we will not see the fictional adventures as a series in the foreseeable future, unless it was completely radically changed. If it's radically changed, then it's no longer about Pine Hill. So there you go. Next panel will probably be on a writing workshop. So there we go. Back by popular demand, the Gopher Hole. That's right, the Gopher Hole is back, and it's still suggestive. The Gopher Hole. 2015. Gopher Hole. Alright. I just got out of this panel on because I was talking about young adult fiction. So I went into the young adult fiction panel. That's what that was about. I wasn't on the panel, I was just talking about it. And I didn't mention my story in there, of course. But yes, they talked about young adult fiction and rebellion, and they were on topic. So yes, one of the Winter Twins. Listen here. I have skimmed through one of their books, and yeah, they're modern day prodigies. This is awesome. So cool. So yeah, that's cool. So that is that panel. I think I'm going to go into the writing workshop panel next, and yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. Panel on Gloomy. It's either a show or a form of blogging on the internet. It is also apparently some sort of a Hollywood production. Soap opera type thing. It wasn't what I expected, but I did read the fine print. I expected maybe they would give advice on low budget blogging movies like show, they didn't. It was low end, easy to film Hollywood productions, which is completely different than video blogging. So yeah, it's completely different. So they were showing some rehearsal takes, and I walked out, came out here. So yeah, let's see what else is going around here. This is the tripod on the bag. So, weird camera angle, the tripod, and there were more people up here. Let's see much of it. I'm rising. I can do that later. What a bore, you want the movie to excite. Video log. Why did you do bad? It's hard to do bad. Yes. It's hard. Kirk has done everything. He's probably trisexual. Done everything. So, humans and aliens, some of them turned out to be male, and Captain Kirk didn't care because he was like, just a sweet little opportunity around her and stuff. That's what Captain Kirk was. I keep saying Denny Crane, but yeah, it's William Shatner as well. But yeah, I just I don't know where it's going. Silly Kelly here with a quick costume change. Because yeah, he's funnier than Captain Kirk. Yeah, so there. I guess I'll go to another panel soon. Something. And yeah, do that. See what happens. But do not try the banana nut muffins. It tastes nasty. I couldn't get through the banana nut muffins.
It's interesting to see a furry at Macon. Go to WesterCon. Oh, I didn't know that.
Let's get a shot of the overall look here. Because there have been more people that showed up. Sort of wandering around. There's a light. Anyways, greetings. This is my blog thing on women of Star Trek and yeah, gender politics of Star Trek. An interesting panel, and it looks like we're coming near the end of the event. I am dressed like Kiki, and here we are. It's 5:10 or so right now. Let's see what's going on out here. Yeah. No filming beyond this point. I just filmed beyond that point. Dun, 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 dun. This kitty is a muscle spottist. It is just gloriousness of the filming of Spacon, of the finale part, and it's going to be beautiful. Wow. Apparently he's a Mad Hatter. There's a man. There's a smiling bag. The coven over there, a coven of vampires. Excellent. We should have vampires. Transylvania and all that stuff. And there is a devil of some kind. Yes, there are devils and werewolves and vampires. We'll grab stuff off the tables, but I have no idea what all of this is. I'm sitting at a table. It's not my table. I don't have a table. The Trekkie is filming the film. Rack focus. Rack focus. Action shot. Michael Bay. Michael Bay. Michael Bay. And they haven't taken the sign down, but it still says, close up, Gopher's Hole. In 3D. Well, not 3D. In high definition. Gopher Hole. Coming soon. The story of a gopher who has a hole. A gopher hole. And then, of course, we have zombies. Let's go find the zombies. They're out of the stories. We're dressed as the Blues Brothers to finish the story with a scale down the great steps of Zoth. Because it will be beautiful. Yes, Trekkie. It will be. It will be gloriousness. It will be German. So we're talking to the Winner twins. And yeah, they're very genius. They're geniuses, like Einstein or something. But with words. Despite this learning difficulties, they are geniuses. That's rather impressive. So here we are. It's cool in this corridor. Very Star Trek looking. Yeah. Looks like a large cathedral-like area used for human sacrifice. That'll be awesome. Human sacrifice. I don't know where this is, actually. Looks like there's some kind of a meeting going on over here. Is there an escalator? Probably. I'm going to assume going this way will lead to some kind of cheesy found footage video later on. I was trying to do an unbroken take there until you can just put me in the middle of that because the kids got in the way. So yes, I am not going to film that. I'm going down the stairs. I'm going to film that. Okay. You can add it here. Kitty at the bacon, and yes. And yes, you will see more of the Kitty. But this isn't the movie just about Kitty. It's got all the cow cat stuff in it. So there you go, Bacon Cat Fanime Adventure. And yes, I did walk onto the stage at that other point and wasn't supposed to. And now I've walked into this room that I'm probably not supposed to be in either. That's just the way we roll. Yes, that's just the way we roll. Props. I wonder how many millions of people have done this. But they've done it with cell phone cameras, and I bet it didn't look like and the mall destructions, the glorious look at all the cars and the peoples out there that will be gathering at that soccer game ends. I go now. There's the bloody train. It is now leaving. Now I'm not across the street to get on it. Oh shit. Oh no. And over there is Levi Stadium. I missed the train. No. Fix me. I missed the train. Well, hopefully there will be another one soon. There goes the train. There's Levi Stadium. It's right next door, and they're having a earthquake soccer game over there. It doesn't look very crowded at the moment, but I wonder if there's any way to get over there. Well, I'm not going to film at this point, so yes. Well, that's it then. Fanime Bacon and Fanime, and 2015. That's Trekkie, the martial sportist, and Cow Cat, of course, and same person. Signing off, and yes, yeah, live long and prosper.